The UNCCD was born 25 years ago, and it was focused initially on efforts to combat desertification in Africa. But now there are 197 countries being party to the convention. It is also the only UN body that is intelligibly concerned with land degradation, especially in the Anthropocene age, where the human activity has a predominant influence on climate change and the environment. India is signatory to the United Nations Convention on Combating Desertification and is hosting the 14th Conference of Parties to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification. The 12-day event, hosted by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, is attended by 5,000 participants, including 3,000 international delegates from 197 countries and environment ministers from 94 countries. India stands at a threshold where desertification and degradation of land remains a major threat to the country. India has already joined the challenge by pledging to bring restoration of 13 million hectares of degraded and deforested land by the year 2020 and an additional 8 million hectares by 2030, and also restore 50 lakh hectares at the UNCCD COP14.
Farmers, they actually embraced the idea of national liberation and went in and helped the men. I recall our father was one of the leaders of the movement. It is the women activists, women traders who actually took care of them. And when he wanted to build a house, he later gave it to the state. We are happy about that. But it's actually the women who co-funded the construction of that house. And I'm a living testimony of that because that's the house I was born in. So when he gave it to the state, those people were very angry. Our mother tells us in the delegation of women to say, how can you? Had we known, we wouldn't have contributed. Had we known you were going to give the house to the state, we would have contributed. You made us pay taxes to the state. But this real life story just shows you how, without the help of many of them, even the man you needed.
So at UNCCD, we have a stall here, which you can, we have different tools and methods between the team is here discussing, how we've actually applied science, biophysical, for instance, measures of restoration and use participatory tools like restoration diagnostic to prioritize, what are the key success factors when people should look at when they plan for restoration. We've used Collector, which is an open forest tool of FAO, and we've used it to create a baseline of forest, baseline of tree cover and tree count. This is another tool, so we're very happy to talk about this a bit more. We've also looked at, in a landscape, we plan for multiple ecosystem services. So we've developed an ecosystem services diagnostic tool, which enables stakeholders in a workshop setting to take.
It's the largest operator of China, and the total area of the bedroom is 80.6,000 square kilometers. And also important, it is close to the desert to Beijing. So it's very important to restore the ecosystem, to protect the land, and because this was the main source of sandstorm of Beijing and surrounding area. So that's why what we're doing. We are not started with ecological.
अब वहाँ जाते चाह लेना तो कुल्हाड़ी लकड़ियाँ वो वगैरह दातरदार वगैरह ले लेते हैं, तो हमें वहाँ से भगा दिया जाता है कि हम फॉरेस्ट विभाग में आप यहाँ से चारा नहीं लेके जाओगे.
I'm Dhrupad Chaudhary and I come from the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, which serves the people of 8 countries in the Himalaya, starting from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, India, Myanmar and China. It's based in Kathmandu. It's an intergovernment organization, and as I said, we work for the